So first of all, we should know what is the definition of GCD. Okay, so GCD means greatest common divisor. Okay, what does GCD mean? Greatest common divisor. Okay, what does it mean? Greatest common divisor. So basically, greatest common divisor, or you can simply say GCD of two or more numbers. Okay, two or more numbers is the greatest common divisor which can divide the given numbers completely. Means if you have any given number, okay, means in GCD you have to find one greatest divisor. What you have to do, you have to find only one greatest divisor, and that divisor is the common divisor of given numbers. Okay, let's take an example. You have two numbers 8 and 6, and you have to find out where their GCD, means you have to find out the common divisor between these numbers, and make sure that your common divisor should be the greatest one. Okay, so how will you find it out? First you will find out the divisors of 8. Okay, your given number is 8, so you have to find out the divisor, just like written here, greatest common divisor. What you have to do, you have to find out all the divisors of 8. Means you have to find out the number that can divide your given number 8. So 8 can be divided by 1. Okay, 1 into 8. 8 can be divided by 2. 2 into 4 is 8. 8 can be divided by 4. 4 into 2 is 8. And 8 can be divided by the number itself, that is 8. 8 into 1 is 8. Similarly, you have to find out the divisors of 6 as well. So your next number is 6, so you have to find out the divisors of 6 as well. So what are the divisors of 6 as well? Is 1, 2, 3, and 6. These are the divisors. Means 6 can be divided by 1. 1 into 6. 6 can be divided by 3. 2. 2 into 3 is 6. 6 can be divided by 3. 3 into 2 is 6. And it can be divided by the number itself, that is the 6. So here are the divisors of the given numbers 8 and 6. But what you have to do, you have to find out the common divisor. Okay, now you already find it out the divisors of 8 and 6. In the next step you have to find out the common divisor. So what will be the common divisors? It will be 1, that is 1 is common between 8 and 6. Second is number 2. 2 is also common between these two numbers. So 1 and 2 are the common divisors, and 4, 8, 3 and 6 are not common between these two numbers. Okay, so 1 and 2 are the common divisors. But you are not only going to find out the common divisor, you have to decide where you have to find out their greatest common divisor. Okay, so their greatest common divisor or GCD will be 2. Okay, 2 is greater than 1, so that's why 2 is the greatest common divisor. Understand? They have common divisors, they have two common divisors, 1 and 2, but you have to find out the greater one. So the greater one is 2. Understand? This is a very simple example, but in this chapter, like in chapter number 2, GCD and LCM, that you are going to learn in class 6, there are basically different methods to find GCD. Okay, you have different methods to find greatest common divisor or GCD. Now what are they? How many are they? There are 3 different methods to find GCD. Means you can find out any greatest number by 3 different methods. So what are their methods? The method number 1 is by forming sets of divisor. So in method number 1, what you will do, you will form the sets of divisors of the given number and then find it out the GCD. Similarly, the second method is by factorization method, and the third method is by division. Okay, so there are 3 methods to find out GCD. Method 1 by forming sets of divisor, method number 2 by factorization, and method number 3 by division. Okay. GCD by forming sets of divisor. Now step by step we will find it out that how can you find out GCD by forming sets of divisors. Okay, so what will be the step number one? How will you start? Step number one, make the sets of divisors of each given number. What you have to do, if you have two numbers, three numbers, or whatever the given numbers are, but what you have to do, you have to make their sets of divisors. Let's take an example. Your example number one is 12 and 16. These are your given number. Okay, given numbers, what you are given numbers is 12 and 16. And what you have to do to make their sets of divisors. So first of all, you will make the set of divisors of 12. So 12 can be divided by 1. It can be divided by 2. 2 into 6 is 12. 3 into 4 is 12. 4 into 3 is 12. 6 into 2 is 12. And 12 into 2 is 12. So 12 can be divided by these number 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. And since it is written inside the brackets, that's why it is called a set. Now in the next step, you have to find out the set of divisor of another number, that is 16. Okay, set of divisors of 16 is equal to 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. 16 can be divided by 1, 16 can be divided by 2, it can be divided by 4, it can be divided by 8 and it can also be divided by 16. So the given number 16 can be divided by these 5 numbers. And nothing else, no other number can divide your given number 16. Like take an example of 3. So in 3 you cannot divide 16 by 3. Okay, so what will be your next step? Encircle. What you have to do, encircle the divisors. Okay, what you have to do, encircle the divisors that are common between the given numbers. So your given numbers are 12 and 16 and their divisors are these 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, and the divisors of 16 are 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. Understand? Now what you have to do, you have to encircle the common divisor. Encircle the common divisors. So what are the common divisors? Number one is this one. Okay, 1 and 1. These two numbers are common between the set. Second common divisor is 2, right? And you are going to encircle the common divisor. Next common number is 4. Okay, your next common number is 4 that are common between the two numbers. And the last one is no, nothing else. Now, step number 3. In step number 3, what you have to do, make the set of divisors that are common between the given number. What you have to do, you have to make another set of divisor. Okay, you have to make another set of divisors, but that set should contain the common another, but that should be the common divisors. Okay, so in the next step, what you have to make the set of common divisors. And what are the common divisors? They are 1, okay, this 2 and the last one is 4. So these are the common divisors. Okay, in the last step, what you will do, the greatest number, okay, in the common divisor set will be the GCD. So in the common divisor set, you have to find out the greatest number. Okay, you have three numbers 1, 2 and 4 and they are the common divisor, but in this set you have to find out the greatest one. So greatest one is the 4. 2 is lesser than 4 and 1 is also lesser than 4. So that's why your 4 is greater than all these two numbers. That's why 4 will become your GCD. So 4 is your GCD, means this is the number that is the greatest common divisor of 12 and 16. Understand? This is the method that we call by forming set of divisors method.